After the Christmas lights dimmed and the tables at Mega Pinoy were cleared, we now go to another Gunpla group. This group started in the mid 2000s, quietly forming, this time not from builders but from collectors. Pinoy Gundam was built on a different foundation, that collecting itself was a way of loving the hobby. Inspired by what Mecha Pinoy proved was possible, a community gathering around Gunpla, Pinoy Gundam decided to create their own space, and eventually their own challenge. What began as a simple Zaku build-off would evolve into something louder, bolder, and unmistakably theirs. Meet Tito Gibbs, collector since 1998, community leader, and the driving force behind Pinoy Gundam. Now, also aiming for a Guinness World Record for the largest Gunpla collection in the world. This is how their story began, and where it's heading next.
So, I'm Gilbert, Tito Gibbs, Lindayag. I started talaga as an alias of Lothor's Army in the past, no? So, I started back in Mecha Pinoy, no? I think it was in the mid-2000s. I first joined that group. Then eventually, when I was able to stumble upon other collectors, we decided to branch off to Pinoy Gundam because that's really my passion to collect. And I guess in the next few years, dahil wala pang Facebook nun, we were at ProBirds po. Medyo purong English ginagawa namin ng araw kasi wala pa kasing mga Facebook, wala pang Friendster, wala namang ganyang capability nun. So during that time, when the 2010s came, there was a chance na for us to make a Facebook group. And then we created that private group called Pinoy Gundam. But we really started 2008 officially for the ProBird scene. Then during that time, again, it was still collector-centric, no? For Pinoy Gundam, we were mostly just getting backlogs. We were collecting stuff, we were just building out of the boxes. Then it dawned on us that I think it was around 2012 that we decided to finally have that some sort of competition. After being inspired by Mecha Pinoy and the other communities as well. Because nagbo-boom na kasi yung Facebook groups nun. So we decided to give it a try.
Sir, could you tell me about the size of your community,
Yeah.
Pinoy Gundam? How long has been Pinoy Gundam, it has been existing in the Philippine community?
Okay, so Pinoy Gundam started back in 2008. We came from MP, as I mentioned, and Great Toys Online. So the first format that we had was back in ProBirds, 2008 to 2010. And,
How big are you? Just to put a perspective in. How
we
big
started
is
with, I guess, around 50 people.
And then now you are?
We're around, I guess, 14,000.
In the Facebook group, yes.
Yes. And we're just a private group. So, one thing that's funny is most of us are in the not so Gen Z age, no?
Yeah, right.
Most of us
The
are
millennials.
the millennial, mostly Gen X.
If SDCon celebrated charm and creativity, Yarian celebrates excess. BFG stands for Big Fucking Gun. In this competition, subtlety isn't the goal, presence is. The rule is simple. The bigger, more intimidating, more outrageous the weapon is, the better. From its Zaku roots to its current form, Yarian reflects Pinoy Gundam's identity, bold, unapologetic, and community-driven. And the stakes match the scale. Prizes reaching 50,000 to 60,000 worth. A statement of just how seriously this group supports its builders.
Then our first concept then was the Zaku build-off. Then eventually we wanted to find a catchy name, no? So that's why we called it Yarian. Para may coaching. Hindi naman sa pero medyo macho-macho yung dating. Kasi puro lalaki, puro barako yung members ng group. So sa ngayon, hindi na pwede yung mga ganun pangalan. So we stuck with it. Then after that experience, no? Pinoy Gundam was basically just medyo low-key kasi kami. So it was a time wherein we had hiatus here and there. Nagkakaroon ng mga times na iba, nag-move on to other hobbies, kaya hindi rin kami masyadong nakapag-active, no? Then, fast forward to today, no? I guess it was around August na gusto ko kasing bumawi, we had an event, Kita Kits, no? Tawag namin, branding namin Kita Kits for the Die Balls, mga community gatherings ng PG. So during that time, around August, hindi ako naka-join, I was so busy with work. Then eventually, sabi ko, pag Christmas kita naman tayo, bawi ako sa inyo. Gusto ko bumawi. So gigil lang bumawi. Nung ginawa namin noong September, since PG was, again, a private group for the longest time, parang sabi ko, parang wala nakakapansin. It took a while, mga 5 days, talagang todo kami sa Reels, todo kami sa TikTok, todo kami sa advertisement, and nobody was joining. So sabi ko, are we too old for this event already? Parang, are we out of touch? Naisip ko yun. Parang, sabi ko, parang wala sumasali. And then, syempre, yung GBW season was there. Some were sending feelers but they didn't really push through with it kasi busy sila for other events eh. So nag-usap uli kami, Joseph, Errol, the guys, Wuji, Mark, etc. Lahat sila. Ganito gawin natin. Collectors naman tayo, no? Let's use our strengths. So let's assign or allot particular funds dun sa event. So that yun na yung nakita nyo, siguro nakita nyo yun ng unang post namin, nagulat lahat ng 3 PGs, many MGs, etc. Nag-pledge yung mga admins doon to come up with that pool for the champion. And then interest came in. Talaga yun na yung simula nun. Yeah, I guess it was around 50 to 60,000 worth. Dahil gusto namin kasi rin maging rin yun parang Thanksgiving na rin sa members. And it was a really long time since we, let's say, try to appreciate the modeling side of the community. Because all the while, puro collectors lang kami talaga. Hindi kami talaga nag-ano sa modeling aspect eh. Pag modeling, nagpapakomisyon lang ako or bumibili lang ako ng works ng mga artists na kakilala ko. Next problem ko, ang dami na sumali, what's next? Second and third. Wala pa tayong solid na price for second and third. It's hard to put a price pool of 60K for the champion and for second, you just have an RG on an HD for third. Parang sobrang disparity.
Yeah, malayo.
So, kailangan na naman namin paluwal ng funds, which okay lang naman kasi mga collectors naman kami, so we always pull kami ng backlogs that we can use for that event. Baga, tulungan lang. Ganun lang kami. Hindi kami talaga Baga, I was very fortunate na maraming generous members ng admin team. Pero, naswerte kami. Biglang dumating yung mga sponsors, which we were very happy with and very fortunate na may ganong klaseng level of generosity sa community.
Can you please introduce yourself one by one? So, start tayo kay sir.
Mark Medjabilio, former world champion ng 2017 sa GBWC.
I'm Uji of Uji Toys, designer to artist at nagaganta rin.
Ano ba yan? I'm Lloyd Hondo. Ako yung defending champion way back 12 years ago nung first Yarian Challenge ng PG. Tapos art toy artist din and toy customizer.
Nice. So, as judges, what do you look for when you do judging? Is there anything in particular that you look for?
Sa akin yung overall appearance nung mismong entry. Saka syempre yung details, ano yung mga magandang part. Ganito siya tinitignan. And also syempre, third impact yung kulay ng kit. Yun ang sa akin.
Okay.
Ako naman, ang tinitignan ko yung uniqueness, yung creativity nung Gundam. Tapos yung kulay din, tsaka yung malinis ba siya or malinis or weathered ba siya? Yun. Yung motive nung modeler. Doon siya yung binibase.
Okay.
Ako ang una kong hinahanap syempre yung meron tayong tinatawag na parang sa akin overall impact. Yung kumbaga makita mo pa lang siya sa malayo, may dating na siya, may personality na siya. Kumbaga agaw pansin agad siya. Tapos tsaka mo syempre titingnan yung details, yung technicalities ng pagkakagawa niya. Tsaka syempre isa sa pinaka-importante, yung kung sumunod ba siya doon sa tema nung contest.
Right.
Kasi syempre meron iba sobrang ganda sana nung gawa pero medyo bumaba yung points kasi hindi masyadong angkop dun sa tema.
Right.
So, malaking factor sa akin syempre yung mga sumunod sa rules.
Right. And your theme for this year is big effing
Big
guns.
fucking guns.
Big fucking guns. Okay. So, meron ba kayong favorite entry na may big fucking guns?
Ay, definitely yung nag-champion.
Yung
First choice ko
nag-champion.
talaga
Kay
siya.
McCoy.
Oo,
Okay.
yun siya.
And
Ako naman yung kay Mark, yung kulay green. Yun, malinis yung
the Gym Sniper.
I'm not sure eh.
Ayan,
Yung maliit, yung acrylic yung base.
Okay.
Ako yung hati yun, yung red na
Yung kay
RX na na may tsaka yung isa yung parang nasa desert siya na may diorama na
yung katabi lang
parang
yan.
may sniper. Yes, kasi
Yung
oo.
Dynamis.
Kasi parang pag tiningnan mo siya, kita mo agad yung concept. Tapos para sa akin parang may story siya eh. Nakita mo agad na meron siyang gustong i-tell na story. So, yun.
Okay. And as seasoned modelers and judges as well, ano yung tips nyo for people who want to join these kinds of competitions?
Una sa lahat, dapat meron silang resources, may market sila. Hindi sila magkakaroon ng idea kung wala silang kits na gagamitin. Pangalawa, siguro inspiration dun sa mga existing na modeler. Try nilang tignan kung ano yung mga style na patok o hindi pa nagagawa ng iba. Kasi minsan ganun tinitignan natin kung ano yung unique na hindi nagagawa ng iba. May mga ganung factors kasi. Siyempre, doon na rin yung cleanliness, yung uniqueness, yung ganun siya. Experiment pa din. Yun pa rin siya.
Siyempre, yung titignan muna nila yung criteria, tapos yung ano yung gusto nilang gawin, siyempre, mas maganda pa rin na masatisfy nila yung sarili nila na hindi sila nagmamadali. Tapos mapakita nila kung ano talaga yung motive nilang ipakita.
Nice. Okay.
Yun. Sa akin, syempre, pinaka number one is mag-enjoy ka. Kumbaga, sumali ka dahil natutuwa ka, gusto mo. Kasi kung sasali ka for, hindi, gusto ko manalo, kailangan manalo ako, nagiging chore siya. So, parang, if you love what you're doing, it would show dun sa work mo Then eventually mararamdaman nyo ng mga audience, may kita nila kung how much love you put into your work. So syempre, aralin yung basics. Napaka-importante ng basics, matutong maglinis ng seams, tapos malinis na pagpipintura, maayos na pagkakabit ng mga parts. Yun, basic. Aral ng basic.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations on your placing third for this year's Yarian. And could you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is ako si Mark Morilla. Ayun, bali since 2014 na akong builder. Ayun. Bali galing ako ng actually talaga Cainta ako ngayon. Galing ako Cainta. So
You're from Cainta,
yes.
and formerly you were based
In Dubai.
In Dubai. Okay.
Doon ako nag-start maggawa ng Gundam. Para doon nahasa yung skills ko. Okay.
Yung build mo, sir, coming into the competition, ano yung mindset mo when working on your build?
Actually, yung yung mindset ko kasi parang style ko na, halos naging style ko na rin siya galing din sa grupo namin sa Dubai. Bali na ko na rin nakuha ko na rin yung ibang style ni katulad ni E-Day, yung mga ganun, yung mga mechanical details.
So nag-attend ka ng mga workshops ni E-Day? That explains a lot because of his work entry
Kasi
today.
ayun nga, kasi may mga din kasi kami doon sa Dubai noon. Mga workshop din. Ayun. Katulad din sa kasi ang halos malakas ng competition ng Dubai yung Otaku ME. So
Otaku
sila yung
ME,
nagpapa
yes. Okay.
sila yung nagpapa workshop.
Okay. So, yung entry mo this year Yarian, ano yung gusto mong i-highlight doon sa build, sa entry mo?
Siguro yung highlight kasi siguro bihira kasi yung masyado yung mga may gusto na GMs. Kasi kalimitan sa atin, lalo na dito sa atin sa Pinas, kalimitan niya mga wings, mga seed,
Mga Gundam talaga.
mga build fighters. Ayan. So, yung sa GM kasi halos bihira yung gumagawa.
Right.
Kasi ayun, ako kasi personally, puro GM halos yung mga ginagawa.
Favorite suit mo yung mga GM?
Isa na yun. Pero favorite ka talaga is heavy arms. Pero
Heavy
bigla
arms,
napunta ako sa Mas madali kasing gawin yung yung GM kasi hindi naman siya ganun ka halos. Yung sobrang simple lang. Tapos pag nilagyan mo ng details, doon lumalabas yung mga niya. Yung mga details niya dun sa Ayan.
So, kunwari may magtatanong sa'yo about if someone would ask you, they want to join a competition like this, ano yung tips na pwede mong ibigay sa kanila?
Siguro lang, parang relax build lang, hindi naman hindi kailangan yung mag-pressure. Kasi yung iba nagpe-pressure, lalo na pag mga last day na, yung iba, tulad ng iba rito, yung iba mga walang tulog. Siguro lang, parang chill lang. Yung pagkaupo nyo, pag may naisip kayo, gawin nyo lang. Lalo na pag pwede rin kayo mag-sketch para mas madali.
Para may guide.
Tapos, parang magiging sa day 1, kailangan ito lang magawa ko. Pag nagawa ko, pwede na day 2. At least hindi ka pressure.
Nice. Okay. And meron po ba kayong gustong shout out?
Ayun, shoutout sa GMAE sa Dubai, sa Bilibenta, sa Gundam Gundam build, tawag dito, ano ba? Wait lang.
Sige, sir.
Ano sila. Yan, lalo na kay Makoy at congrats.
Kay Makoy.
Congrats sa Butchers Guild. Ayan. Sana soon makasali na rin kayo rito. Ayan.
And these are groups from Dubai.
Yung GMAE sa Dubai siya.
I see.
Yung mga halos local na rin yun.
Okay. So we are now here with the second place winner for this year's Yarian, Mr. Tep Clemente. Sir Tep, can you introduce yourself to us?
Ako si Tep and also known as Stereotype Mix. More on meme talaga yung pinaggagawa ko eh. Meme about seed.
About seed. Okay.
Pero almost lahat ng Gundam, kinehate ko naman dun sa page na yun. Pero nagbibuild din ako.
How long have you been building?
Nag-start
in the hobby?
ako ng 2017.
2007.
Last quarter ng 2017. Then yan, mga nakakilala ko yung mga nag-scratch build. Nalilibang din ako sa ganun. Siya, mas tipid sa pagbili ng kit for materials lang unti-unti. Hanggang sa yan, nagsasasali na ako para mas marami pang matutunan.
Nice. And then, so, you finished second this year. Tell us about your entry.
Yung entry ko na yun, ang target ko lang talaga dun yung yung biggest entry.
Okay.
Yun kasi
It's so big.
nung nag-announce kasi sila na meron ganun, yun lang yung target ko. Ginawa ko yung mismong main kit, sinukat ko ng around 12 inch. Pero parang hindi pa ako satisfied. Naisipan kong lagyan ng diorama na same nung concept ko sa GBWC.
Right.
Pero parang maliit pa rin eh. Nag-add pa ako nung nung tangke. Kasi yung isa kong kaibigan na kasali rin, si Yoji, nung sinabi kong gagawa ako ng malaking entry, sabi niya, gagawa rin siya. Magpalakihan tayo ng entry. Hanggang sa ganyan yung naging
Yoji is the one who entered the big scratch build na
na
Double Zeta. Okay. Siya pala yun.
kanya yun.
Okay.
Nagpapalakihan kami ng gawa noon.
Okay. So, could you tell us, how big is your entry? If you measured your build, how big is it?
42 inches yung height niya.
2 inches.
Tapos yung width niya is 23.
23. Okay.
Yun na yung pinaka-dimension.
So, definitely, disqualified ka na sa GBWC nito.
Doble na kasi nung doble na yung size
The height,
nila.
yeah. Okay. And, is there, what do you like to highlight about your entry? Is there something we should look at in particular?
Una ko talagang ginawa is yung kit more on detailing. Pero more on detailing siya, mechanical detail sana yung gusto ko. Pero nung ginawa ko na yung diorama, since same concept ng GBWC, gusto ko makikita yung mga anything na related sa unicorn since Giradoga is part of unicorn nun.
And would you say favorite mo yung UC era or UC Universe?
UC Universe siguro. Pero Zeta lang talaga yung kinokollect ko na.
Right. Okay. And if there's someone who wants to join these kinds of competitions, is there any particular tip that you want to tell them, or are there tips that you want to share to people who wants to join?
Yung tip naman madali lang yun eh, kasi pwede ka naman magtanong eh, maraming Gundam groups. Although may nagsasabing maraming toxic sa Gundam, marami pa rin gustong tumulong.
Okay.
Kasi syempre, iisa lang naman yung hobby.
Yes.
Kaya tulong-tulungan din, makakatapat din sila ng mga mas mag-guide sa kanila.
So basically what you're saying is, huwag mahiyang magtanong. Don't be shy.
Ganun lang.
Don't be shy. Okay. And since they shouldn't be shy, they should join these kinds of
Mas
competitions.
maganda yung kasi bukod sa mas nakaka-hype yung nakikita mo na physical yung mga
Right.
Tapos may mga nakaka-interact ka pang mga builders din.
And once you interact, you can learn from them as
So,
well.
mas marami kang matututunan
Nice.
doon.
So, sir, is there anyone that you'd like to shout out?
Yung Mecha Commissioner Club.
Hey, Sir Alex! What's up?
Sinali nila ako kasi tatalunin ko silang lahat doon. Sila yung listahan ko doon.
So you're part of the Mecha Commissioners Club?
Ako yung naggagawa ng mga banner, ng mga graphics. Sa akin lahat yung Pero hindi ako nagko-commission build talaga.
Oh, okay. So, any other, you'd like to shout out some other people as well?
Siyempre, yung misis ko.
Misis mo.
Ever supportive yun sa, sa hobby na to.
So, I am here with this year's Yarian champion, Mr. McCoy. Mr. McCoy, how are you? Congratulations. Could you introduce yourself for our audience?
Makoy Maalino. May
Facebook page. You have a
Facebook page, Mark Custom sa TikTok.
Custom.
TikTok din.
And also TikTok. Are you
And
also
IG.
An IG. So, Mark...
Mark Custom. Marcus
Marcus Toms. Okay.
Kasi yung
And-
pangalan ng mga eldest ko.
Oh.
Marcus. Nalagyan ko lang ng custom para
para builder yung dating.
Builder
Okay.
yung dating.
So, Sir McCoy, congratulations on your entry or your win this year. Could you tell us about your entry this year?
yung entry ko kasi ang pinuportray ko dun is yung bira kasi magkaroon ng January din na custom
Okay.
na yung red and black, yung si Red Lightning. So, try kong gumawa ng version niya ng RX-78. Yung walang beefin, tapos may sako tubing. Tapos yung big gun nga yung concept. Yung big gun, parang inano ko siya sa yung parang kalimutan ko yun parang deep striker din na kit na parang ganun. Tapos binase ko din yung mga ewan ko basta nag-base lang ako din sa lore sa ganun. Tapos ang tawag dito yung para siyang prototype na hyper bazooka parang ganun. Kaya siya parang industrial yung design niya, meron pa siyang mga strip lines, mga ganun. Yellow caution lines, mga ganun.
Actually, it's one of my favorite entries this year because I
Thank you,
love the details and everything. Lalo na, that's why it's called Big Fucking Gun. Diba?
Yeah.
So, and obviously, you won because it's a big fucking gun. Pero while building that BFG, ano yung naging mindset mo while building that entry?
Una, ini-enjoy ko lang yung ginagawa ko. Siyempre, dahil sa enthusiast tayo. Tapos, siyempre, mahal natin yung hobby. Tapos, may mga, yung gusto mong matuto palalo. Hindi lang sa paggagunpla, yung scratch build din. Tapos, sa baba. Yun, companionship din. Sa mga, dahil nagkaroon din ako maraming
Yeah, yung mga trophies na
friends.
sa likod.
Mga friends. So, yung mga intros din pala.
Speaking of learning when building, how long have you been in doing this hobby?
Nasa hobby ako for 5 years na. Pero sa pagka-custom, 3 years pa lang.
3 years. So, in this entry of yours, meron ka bang is there something that you like to highlight for this entry?
Siguro yung gun talaga.
The gun talaga?
Kasi yung RX-70 is, as is lang siya. Nilagyan ko lang siya ng tubing. Tapos, pinalitan ko lang ng GP04 or 03 yung shoulders. Tapos, tinanggal ko lang yung beefin niya. Tapos, pinalitan ko lang siya ng gem lang.
Nice.
So, yun lang talaga. Gusto ko lang talaga siya magmukhang January din. Una nga, nagkamali pa ako kasi full red siya. Dapat yung chest nun is black.
Black, yeah.
Kaso meron pa yung isa pang armor na black talaga. Hindi ko na nilagay kasi cramming kami kasi may MCC pa kami ng competition So, ang dami naming ngayon. Hectic talaga yung schedule namin for this month bago maganda for the year talaga. Kaya medyo later.
So, how long did you work on this entry of yours?
Siguro simula nung in-announce yung Yarian 2 months ago.
3-4 months ago? I
Oh,
think.
yeah, ganun.
Okay. So, do you have any tips for those who wants to join these kinds of competitions?
Siguro mag-search maghanap ng mga references. Kasi importante yun kung
Inspiration.
inspiration, tapos references, mga ideas, tapos yung mga mag-guide sa kanila, yung parang ganun. May marami naman na mababait na na builders na magtuturo, magtatanong lang sila.
So basically, huwag ka mahiya.
Nung panahon na ako yung nagsisimula, wala pa masyado Kaya
Right.
medyo nahihirapan ako. So ang ginawa ko, parang self-study. Parang ganyan. Tapos yun, aral. Tapos yun.
Okay. And do you want to shout out any particular people out there?
Shoutout dun sa asawa ko.
To your wife?
Yeah, I
And
just
congratulations. I think you have a newborn baby.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, congratulations.
Tapos sa mga kids ko. Tsaka sa MCC.
MCC.
Mega Commissioners Club. Hindi po.
You're also part of MCC?
Hindi po. Friends lang.
Friends lang.
With the team. Sabi ko. Tapos, yung mga friends ko din, si Tams Tamayo.
Yeah.
Si Ralph Talents. Yan. Tsaka yung mga may iba ko pang friends na nauna sa kanila.
Ayun.
Mga datihan pa.
Ayun. So thank you so much, sir. Congratulations.
Even as Pinoy Gundam continues to grow as a community, its heart remains the same. At the center is still a collector. Tito Gibbs is now aiming for something no Filipino has ever achieved: a Guinness World Record for the largest Gunpla collection in the world. It's not about numbers alone. It's about decades of dedication, about preserving history, about proving that collecting is just as a valid path in Gunpla as building.
You mentioned you're not a modeler, but we heard you are aiming for the Guinness World Record of the biggest collection of
Yes.
gunpla in the world.
Yes, no, 2019 because the current record holder is a Japanese, no? And until now, siya pa din. Dumami na nga, lumaki na yung lamang niya eh. Pero when I made a rough count, nung pandemic, kasi at that time, kaya. I just need to really count them based on the rules ng Guinness Book. Kasi I already submitted it 6 years ago, 2019. And sakto may pandemic, nag-rough count ako. But the problem was, since my area was a bit small cramped, I had a hard time proving it through video. They need a running video that had to count everything. But since dikit sardina sila, hindi ko siya matanggal. So that's my plan.
And your
Using
collection spans from 2025 back to
okay. I started 1998.
1998.
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah. When I was in college. It happened, sorry, I forgot to tell you about it, no? May ate stewardess, no? She was working in Hong Kong. Nagkataon kasi noon, pinapasalubungan lang kami nung kapatid ko, nung pinsang ko na
Gundam
ng
kits.
NG pa nun, no? Grade na 144.
No, great, yeah.
So sabi ko, ano ba to? Robot lang? Ano ba yan? Siyempre, college ako, parang jahe. Ano ba yan? Ano ba yan? Parang gusto ko yung mga medyo pang teenager, di ba? Pero, nung ano ko, nabuo ko, parang Lego, na-enjoy ko. Gamit pa namin noon yung snowpeak. Alam, snowpeak tawag doon, yung liquid paper,
Right.
pang pinta ng paa. So, we were improvising a lot of things, no? Because we didn't have the tools. Gamit ko yung clip pa naman.
Nail clipper.
Yeah, we don't have any resources eh. Pero na-enjoy ko din. It started from there. I saved up money to buy more kits. Mega Mall pa lang nga nabibila noon. Wala pang mga seller noon. I had to run to Mega Mall. Pag nakaipon na ako 600 pesos out of my baon, then I go there every month. Kung kaya kong makaipon, minsan nagpapandesal lang ako. So nakakatuwa na kasi Don Bosco ako nag-aaral. Malapit lang ako sa Mandaluyong, sa Mega Mall. So, nasadya ako yun.
Okay.
Ayun, doon nag-start.
Okay, so do you have any messages for the community, for
Okay.
Pinoy Gundam community?
Yeah, so una I wanted to thank you guys from Perfect Grade Studios for allowing me this opportunity because PG is more of like a hermit community, you know. We've been low-key for the longest time. But after seeing how the social media landscape has been shifting for the past few years, we're also trying to evaluate what we need to do moving forward because we're getting older. To be honest, no, we wanted to try to open up and try to include the younger generation and infuse more blood to share the cultures that we have been using for PG. Because hindi naman sa pagbubuhat ng sarili namin bangko. PG is one of the, let's say, most mature and peaceful, and we're very proud to call it, let's say, a safe place for everybody. If nakikita nyo yung rules namin, it's very structured. It's very organized in terms of, let's say, a company. Hindi naman sa parang sobrang sick code of conduct, no? But we have a lot of technical details there for, let's say, penalties, guidelines, policies that you have to follow as a member. Because we wanted them to also grow and learn kung ano ba yung mga tamang etiquette.
Right.
So, if we can impart it as well as the modeling aspect, we need to really revisit that part. Nawawala yun sa amin. Then maybe we can inspire the newer generation na ma-enjoy yung hobby sa loob ng Pinoy Gundam. So, we will see.
So, you want to shout out anyone?
Okay. So, ayun.
Mention someone?
Yeah. So, again, thank you sa inyo for giving me this opportunity. I wanted to shout out all the PG members, especially our admins, because without them, walang PG. And I am proud to say that for the past 17 years, sila yung kasama ko.
Right.
May mga times na hindi kami nagkakaroon ng agreements, pero they're always there. The core is very solid. So that's something I'm proud of because ang daming groups na nawawala, tatagal lang ng 1 year, 2 years, unfortunately. May mga groups pa na dati kasama ko, tinulungan ko pa sila mag-delete ng group kasi wala nagkasiraan na yung members. So I'm thankful na nakita ko yung parang inner circle ko na talaga nagtatawid ng good side ng hobby without the toxicity. So that's I'm very thankful for right now.
From Mecha Pinoy's handaan to Pinoy Gundam's firepower, this is what Filipino Gunpla culture looks like. Different voices, different paths, but the same reason for gathering. Built together in different ways.